Hi, John Wilkinson and History Made Easier. If you get a question in your exam that focuses on life in Nazi Germany, it may well end with a question C that asks about whether Germans benefited or not. That question might look at a specific group, like workers, or it might be a more general question, like I've got a couple here on my computer. Most people in Germany benefited from Nazi rule. How far do you agree with this statement? Explain your answer. Always explain your answer. Or the Nazi regime was popular with all German people. How far do you agree with this statement? Explain your answer. Now, whether it's a general question like that, or a question that focuses on a specific group, or even a question that focuses on a specific time period, like did the war affect Germans badly or something like that, there is still a chance for you to show that you are aware that this kind of question requires a sophisticated response to answer it properly. It's a chance for you to shine. For example, are we talking about a standard of living, which would focus on jobs and wage levels, or are we talking about the quality of life, which would include restrictions placed on Germans, the control of their leisure facilities, for example? Or when we're looking at wage levels, are we talking about real wages when we take into account the rise in prices as well? Because wage levels can go up, but your real wage, when you consider the rise in prices, well, that might have actually gone down. So there's one opportunity for you to really display your understanding of this topic. Then there are time periods. Are we talking about 1933 to 6? Or are we talking about 1933 through to 39, which means after 1936 we have the 4-year plan in place when the Nazis really focus on rearmament at the cost of consumer goods? Or are we talking about the wartime years? Is that included in the question, or is it the exclusive time period that your question specifies? If it's a general open question, did Germans benefit, or did a specific group benefit, you can really show you're on top of this subject by splitting it into time periods and showing that there was a difference. And then, of course, we're talking about, well, what Germans are we discussing here? Are we discussing the big industrialists? Are we discussing the middle classes, and we can split them down into small businesses, shopkeepers, and office workers, those working in the administration as well? Or are we talking about farmers? Are we talking about workers? So you can see that there's lots of opportunity here for you to shine and show that you're aware that this is a more complex question requiring a sophisticated response, and you make sure you get that A star. So quite a brief little video here, but I hope it serves its usefulness for you. As always, I thank you for listening. Cheers.